Dabira, written by Golden Vessel. Prologue. Olua Dabira stood at the front veranda, arms folded, her eyes scanning the dusty street ahead. Her WAEC results had come out and she had passed exceptionally well an aggregate that made her mother dance around the house barefoot like a child. "Mommy, I made it," Dabira said with a smile as she watched her mother carefully scoop the into plastic containers for delivery. Mrs. Ajani turned with a tired but proud smile. "You did well, my daughter. Your father would have been so proud. He always said you carried the brains of a lawyer and the heart of a doctor." Dabira. Dabira smiled, dimmed at the mention of her father. "I still remember him. The way he used to bring pawpaw for her and my brothers every Friday evening," she said softly, her eyes glassy with memory. Her father, Mr. Ajani, had died when she was just 10, crushed under his fallen scaffolds at a construction site. He had only gone to work that day because he was promised a little extra pay for helping out over the weekend. That weekend stole him forever. Since then, life had been anything but easy. Her mother, once a caterer who did wedding gigs with flourish, now juggled roadside pap selling, weekend catering and baking snacks for school kiosk just to feed the children. The in-laws who had come around during the burial quickly faded out when it became clear no property or money was left. Not a single one of them called, visited, or asked after the children. But Mrs. Ajani didn't flinch. She built a fortress out of suffering. "Will we be able to pay for the jam fund?" Dabira asked, hesitantly, crouching beside her mother who was packaging the pap in the containers into nylon bags. Her mother sighed and looked away. "We'll try, Dabira. Maybe I can talk to someone, maybe Sister Ngozi from the women's group." Just then, a knock came at the door. "Dabira, please check who is there," her mother said, rising to wash her hands. Dabira ran to the door, and when she opened it, her eyes lit up. "Israel." Israel grinned, his laptop bag slung carelessly over his shoulder. He wore a white shirt and jeans, and the smell of cologne followed him like confidence. "Hey, bookworm. I heard someone just scattered our episode like thunder." She laughed. "Well, I tried," Israel greeted Mrs. Ajani. "I told my dad already. He wants to see you and Mom after evening service." Dabira blinked. "He wants to see us?" "Don't worry, it's good news," he said, his eyes warm. "I told him you're planning to write JAMB, and he said something about supporting brilliant children." Dabira's eyes widened. "You did that for me?" Israel scratched his head. You are family. Your mom has been in our church longer than I've been alive. You think my dad would ignore that?" When Mrs. Ajani heard, she held Israel's hands tightly. "Thank you, my son. May the Lord lift you higher and higher. Thank you." That evening, they sat in the small office behind the church, facing Pastor Hazy, a barrel-chested man with a gentle voice. His wife, a soft-spoken woman, always dressed in lace and grace, brought mulled drinks and smiled at Dabira. "Dabira," Pastor Hazy began, "we watched you grow into a wise and respectful young woman. I remember when you used to sleep in the front pew during night vigils. Everyone laughed. I believed in investing in the future," the pastor continued. "And you, my daughter, are the future. The church will pay for your jam fund. Don't worry about it." Tears filled Mrs. Ajani's eyes. She knelt without shame. "Sir, God will reward you. You and Mommy have done more than even family." Dabira could hardly speak. "Thank you, sir. I'll make you proud." As Israel walked them out, it teased, "You better make me proud too. I've staked my name." Weeks passed quickly. Dabira studied day and night, waking by 4 a.m. to revise chemistry and use the small blackboard she had set up in the stateroom. Her brothers, Sheyi and Fola, often teased her. "Professor, Don't kill us with H2SO4 again this morning, Sheyi joked, dodging a pillow. But the joke didn't last. It was a Saturday morning, just 2 weeks to her post-UTME exam, when Sheyi didn't return home. By 8 p.m., Dabira's mother began pacing. "I don't like this," she muttered. "He said he will be back by 4. What's going on?" At exactly 9:22 p.m., Dabira's phone rang. "Hello?" she answered, as studying. "Are you Sheyi's sister? He had an accident at the factory. It's a general hospital, Papa." Dabira dropped the phone and screamed. They rushed to the hospital in a neighbor's keke. Sheyi was unconscious, bandaged on his legs. A heavy machine had malfunctioned and fallen on his legs. "Mommy," Dabira wept as her mother stood frozen beside the bed. "He's alive. Thank God he's alive," her mother whispered over and over like a prayer. The days that followed were filled with hospital visits, lab tests, and mounting bills. Dabira sat with her chemistry textbooks open on her lap. Her hands too heavy to read. Her mind was in two places, the hospital and the coming exam. One evening, she sat outside the ward, Israel beside her. He had come straight from school looking weary. "I'm sorry this happened," Israel said quietly. She nodded. "I didn't even know I'll be able to write post-UTME again. Everything is falling apart." Israel took a deep breath. "You will write it. If I have to carry you there myself, you will write it. Sheyi will get better and you will enter that university." Dabira's eyes welled up. He added, "Dabira, all will be well." Here comes the end of the prologue. Chapter 1 will be posted shortly.